Initially, empowering motivated people around the world to fulfill the potential by fostering international mobility, educational achievement, and career development. This is the motto of the QS rating. Why not we are doing good in this rating? That's my questions comes in my mind. When our student goes to abroad, I see they're doing very good. In the research sector, they're also doing good. Our country has a great advantage in the competitive advantage because we are having a huge number of population. Our population is growing up and up and up. And other Western developed nations, their population is declining. In our country, more people are taking birth, less people are dying. But in the Western world, the developed nation, more people are dying, less people are taking birth. In this case, we could lead the world if we can develop our human capital improperly. We see we have a huge number of human capital, but it is all intangible. It's not tangible. That's our problem. To make it more visualized, from the Government Republic of Bangladesh, Ministry of Education are supervising and trying to help accommodate all the private and public universities to develop themselves. Well, I don't want to discuss about the previous problem. I want to address the futures, how we can go ahead and see a better future for Bangladesh. Well, in this case, I have seen the other country's education system. Let's consider the British education system. In our O-level and A-level, more than 100,000 students graduated. Are we able to look to behind and find out where these 100,000 students goes abroad? In the meantime, the British education system also developed. They have over 35 billion of education sector business. They want to increase it up to 40 billion. We are the largest education partner with the British system, though with over 100,000 students. We don't recognize where this 100,000 students goes. Perhaps most of the students goes abroad. That's not true either. Nearly 20,000 students go to abroad. The rest of the 80,000 students where they goes is not in our system. We got lost about it. In our public university system, a few students got admitted, not that much. In the private sector, it's the same thing. So our education system is very attractive for other nationalities, not for us. If you consider the students migrated to other education hub countries like Malaysia, Australia, Canada, USA, UK, all the students are doing very good results. With this lousy environment in our country, we are the born citizen. No matter my country is not that good, but we love this country because Bangladesh is my birthland. These students here, they grew up. The private university, the public university, they make them in a way, they standardize them. They try to go abroad and they are doing good. But we are not recognized. The students of Dhaka University, no matter IUB, no matter North-South, no matter Duffield, no matter Prague University, I can mention all these universities. We manufacture them, we produce them. They go abroad, they are doing good. But nobody recognizes from which university they best and they go down again. When I graduated from NYIT in New York, I say I'm a graduate from NYIT. I never say I'm a graduate from Dhaka University. You see, the manufacturing house who produce, who give this good product, that's Dhaka University. or this other university. But QS rating recognize the university of other countries, it's not in Bangladesh. Let's say during our time, if we applied for going abroad, I have to appear whether GMAT or GRE. They don't recognize my degree as getting a good score in GMAT or getting a good score in GRE. I get admitted in the foreign university, which country maybe that is. But do we look back that I'm the product of Dhaka University? I'm the product of Bangladesh private universities? QS doesn't recognize that. They don't recognize that. That yes, the product is from Dhaka University. The product is from American International University or North South University or Black University. The same thing. If you go and take the statistics, in the United States, the poet, the researcher over there is within the number 5, they're the 4th. So, what do we need from the US? As I said, the social taboos. No, we cannot attract the foreign student. We cannot attract the faculty members from the foreigners. We cannot have the ratios matched with the QS rating. We cannot pass that exam. The metrics, the indicators they want from us, we cannot cross that. But as an individual student, as an individual faculty member, as an individual researcher, we are no less than others. That I mean. We need QS rating because that standardizes us in their parameter. When my student goes abroad, if my university are not standardized, if my universities are not rated, then we fall behind. You see, that's our problem. I will ask the QS, please try to understand the Bangladesh. You may go for third QS rating, then I might compete with Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, I might compete with Bhutan, I might compete with India. Then you can see the other kind of result. Of course, why people are interested to fly abroad? Not only education, the environment, all others factors are involved here. So, with a huge number of academicians, with a huge number of scientists, with a huge number of good teachers, with a huge number of good universities, why am I going to rate it fall behind? Of course, I do understand we need to more develop. The findings which I have seen from the presentation is very good to me. I need all these findings to address by myself. As a minister, I see a different way. How do I improve? How can I change the regulation? Let's say the private university number is now 116. The amendment, the regulation was done during Governmental in the year of 1992, Private University Act. That act hasn't changed that much to compete nowadays how the universities are running. I'm just 6-month-old government right now. Today is the 180 days. We are just going to finish our honeymoon period. And at this time, during these 5 months, we have to address so many things. You see, the private universities demand cross-border education. Is it the only demand for the private university? Shouldn't be the demand from us? Why we cannot make a Bangladesh education hub? It should be addressed earlier. Am I right? Did we? No. Why? I don't know the answer. As I said earlier, the competitive advantage in the world area, we are the most, because we are the highly densely populated country.
problem. AI is taking away, and we are not following that. How many private universities are addressing AI? Again, our advantage is our population. How many private universities are addressing DBAT? We are not. We must. Agriculture, they are telling me. Of course. How many private universities are looking into that? All I mean, the private universities, if they are looking as a business commodity, yes, of course. The world is looking for that. As I mentioned earlier, the British education, they want to increase their education business in $40 billion. Currently, they have $35 billion. But at the same time, we must look into what the subject is demandable for futures. We must look into that. And though private universities have more opportunity to deal themselves looking the future world, so I will urge them to do it. Our public university, monitored by UGC, there is a numerous change that has to be done from us, and we're working for it. At least, I set up a meeting with the Honorable Prime Minister on 20th this month about the cross-border education with the UGC chairman and his members. But unfortunately, 20th of this month, we're going to select the president of the country. For that reason, I have to cancel this program. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go for next week. I will. I'm going to waiting to see how do I address all these problems over here. The problems, the budget problems. Private university, they want big fund for the research. Will we supply that enough money? No. Recently, the newly elected Prime Minister, Mr. Tariq Rahman MP, he allocated 2% of the budget from GDP. It's nearly 136 crore taka. This is the highest budget ever education ministry had it. Earlier, it was only 1.39 from GDP, including Group 4, Vidyut Kendra, and ICT ministry. But now, straight 2% for only education. And he promised to us he can raise it up to 5% of GDP. This government, under the leadership of Tariq Rahman, he is pretty much serious about education. We need support from this audience. Look about Bangladesh's future. Who's going to build it? The people, the academicians, the vice chancellors. You were sitting in front of me under this roof. You will build future for Bangladesh. From you we are expecting to raise our QS rating up and up, then our student could feel that yes, I am from that university. Of course, we don't have that much research university. We did not allow yet the private university to have a research university, to be a research university. We are not allowing you to give PhD program. You see now? Why not? What is the problem? Why didn't we address this problem earlier? Why will we have to wait for such a long? The private university established in 1992. Is it 2026? I don't know. Private university associations. Mr. President is sitting with me. I don't know why he did not address this thing earlier. Why he had to wait till the person gave the permission of his deputy university? Is he knows that I'll be the academic minister? Why he is waiting for last so many years? I don't know. The question to him, he would answer, not me. Luckily, fortunately, I'm here to deliver the address. Have I ever thought that I'll be here to address again?
chair. Within 7 days, Mr. Sabur Khan came up with the application. Please give me the permission. I want to establish a foreign university in Bangladesh. Within 7 days, his file is in my table.
I asked him, is it only you or the whole association want it? He said, yes, everybody want it. I said, may I have a conference, a meeting with you, all the visits. Of course, I had seen that the big meeting was done by him, that everybody has the same demand. I haven't allowed any single new private university yet.
The number is 116. It was from the previous government.
While I was State Minister of Education, 2001 to 2006, that time we gave permission only 56. The big chunk of the numbers came from the previous government. But they never demand that we need cross-border education, we need research in the private universities, we need to get up ourselves to get the QS rating high. Well, the demand is right now. Yes, we are addressing this demand, and I will. Without being researched, how could QS rated us better? We must go for that. If we can make this country, because we have more numbers of students which other world doesn't have. And we have the time to pay our demographic dividend. So in this case, can't we make our country an education hub? Are we having shortage of intellectual teachers, PhD quality researchers? Do we have any shortage? I don't see. We have thousands of numbers of researchers. They are made in Bangladesh. They are servicing in the Western world in very good and better way. And every country recognizes them. But unfortunately, we cannot recognize our own asset. That's my problem, our problem, the country's problem, the education ministry's problems. We must address that. Nowadays I have seen, it used to be like brain drain. Our quality students goes out, never comes back. We call brain drain. Sitting in this chair, I have seen so many people are interested to come back. That's called reverse brain drain. We have the opportunity to do that also. So we must address all those things together. Private and public university, under UGC, Accreditation Council, the chairman of Education, Dr. Arthur, sitting in there, Accreditation Council, they will qualify the universities, and as well as the University Grant Commission will allocate more budget for the research. Of course, government is ready. Now, we need a little bit time to reorganize. We're going that way. Thanks to QS, they are here. They are giving and pointing the fingers on my eyes. Open your eyes and see how you can address your education ministry for future Bangladesh. Thank you very much. You spent a good time here, I hope, in Bangladesh, and being addressing a big audience, those who are in the education sector. Please, let's be all together and try to address the education. That's how we can build Agami Bangladesh.